All right, for the cake, first thing you want to do is you're going to get a pan. You're going to make a circle so that you can put it in. So you do want to spray the pan. Spray it onto the sink. Make sure you don't spray it onto the floor. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how to fold it. And then you're going to fold it again. Then you're going to kind of make like a, fold it to the corner. Do this several times, 2 or 3 times. Then you're going to get your pan. Measure from the center to the end. And use some scissors, or if you can use your fingers, tear it. Then you're going to open it up and then place it into the cake pan. All right, and then give it another spray on the top. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and get your water. And again, what the cake box recipe calls for. In this case, this cake box, which we're using a vanilla, it calls for 3 eggs, a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and a cup of water. I already got the cup of water. Put the eggs in. And we got our oil. Then you're going to mix it up. Kind of break the eggs down. You can do this in the mixer if you'd like. Add it all in. Make sure you mix it thoroughly. And mix it up. Make sure you get all the lumps out of it. Stir it up really good. All right. Then you're going to get your pan and you're going to pour in your batter. Make sure you get all of it. Use a rubber spatula. Make sure you get all of it, okay? So again, make sure you get it all cleaned up in there. Put it into the pan, and then we're going to go into the oven. This is day 1. While your cake is in the oven, you can work on your frosting. And then just give it a little, then you're going to go into the oven. Okay, roughly it'll be 350 for about probably anywhere from 18 to 22 minutes. All right, for the frosting, again, you can do this as a buttercream or you can do it as a chocolate frosting. So we're going to add 1 stick of butter and 8 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to add some vanilla extract. We're going to add a little salt. Then we're going to add some powdered sugar. You might want to go ahead and mix this first, okay? And then you want to add in your powdered sugar. But just go ahead and, actually I'll just go ahead and give it a little quick mix real quick. And your butter will be softened as long as you're with your cream cheese. Just kind of get it going. Again, you guys can use your stand-up mixer. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Then we are going to add our powdered sugar. And at this point, if you want just a buttercream, then you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to add some cocoa, so we can do it for chocolate. And then we'll go ahead and take this to the stand-up mixer. All right, we'll just go ahead and mix this up. Then you want to, along the way, just go ahead and scrape it down. Just kind of get it so that it's completely combined. All right, after you scraped it down, go ahead and give it another whisk. And you have your chocolate frosting. Okay, so after you get it out of the oven on day 2, again, we're going to go ahead and unmold it. All right, just run a knife right through it. You guys will have a cake round, and it should unmold really fairly easy. Just give it a little shake. Make sure you remove the parchment paper. Now at this point you can start to frost. You could actually even turn it around. If you want to go this way, you can. Should be easy to work with. If you also want to do a filling, you can cut around it, okay? So how to do that, just kind of cut right down the center. So just make sure you guys here, and just make a little cut, and just slowly work your knife all the way around in the middle. Otherwise you can just leave it as it is. Look where your last cut is. So it kind of you want to kind of go all the way through. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and throw some strawberry. Actually, we'll go ahead. I'll show you guys how to do, before we go that. You're going to have one of these bags and a star tip. So again, if you want to measure, you can measure kind of more or less where it's at. Cut it. And I recommend just go ahead and put in the star tip. Place it in the bag. Remember, you're going to place it into the bag. Just like this. And then you guys are going to place your frosting. You can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this. I got the frosting here. And basically you're just going to kind of use your hand to cup it. Just like this. You got your frosting. Get all of it. Go. And then just make sure you just kind of, and again, you guys could use your bench knife or your bench scraper to kind of smooth it out. Just kind of get as much as you can, bring it into the end. So then we'll bring this cake back. And again, just throw some down. Really easy to do it this way rather than to, all right. Real simple. Just kind of go, doesn't matter if it gets crumbly because it's not going to show. This is our offset spatula. You guys will be able to use it using those. Throw some strawberries in there. And again, you'll have to bring your own if you're going to do it that way. Otherwise, you can just frost your cake as is. You don't have to cut it. And then try to measure where you left off at. So in this case, we're going to go here. And then now we can just go ahead and frost. Okay, and then also, once you're done, you can do any of your piping. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go around. It's a lot easier this way. Just like that. And you do want to save a little bit for your piping. So we should have enough with this. Then we go into, you do want to do very softly because again you don't want any of the crumbs. And again, I also have, and you guys will have, what we call a Lazy Susan, or a little cake stand that you're going to be able to use. So again, it'll be a little easier for you to work with. So again, just kind of frost it up. Okay, and then once you get it all frosted, then you have a little extra here to pipe. So you can do maybe some rosettes around. So we'll just do something like this. You guys can just practice them. And then maybe add the one in the center, one large one. And here you go. And then we'll cut a slice. You guys can take a look.